と名乗ってみよ。
ロロノアゾロ。
久しく見ぬ強き者よ。って世界最強のこの黒刀で沈めてやる。
Hey my dear pirates, you are on channel Straw Hat's One Piece Theories, and in today's video we're going to talk about Zoro's father and his death. After Oda revealed Zoro's entire family tree, we finally got to know a little more about his background and his family. However, there is an interesting detail that few could notice. Arashi Roronoa, Zoro's father, ended up being killed by a pirate in the past, and that certainly made Zoro end up becoming a pirate hunter. However, what if the one who killed Zoro's father was his current mentor, Dracula Mihawk? Is this possible? Could it be that Oda ended up revealing to us that Zoro's destiny to face and defeat Mihawk was already set for a long time? Well, we're going to analyze all this in today's video. So if you want to be a pirate king like me and achieve eternal glory, go ahead and press the like button with all the power of your devil fruit. And if you're new here, my dear sailor, already subscribe to the channel and don't forget to activate the notifications bell so you don't miss any new video, okay? Then join this crew that will dominate the entire Grand Line and the New World. Now without further ado, let's get to this epic video. And well, my dear pirate, we finally know who Zoro's parents and ancestors are, and as you can imagine, Zoro has a connection with the Shimotsuki clan. This was already almost a certainty, so it was only a matter of time before Oda revealed this to us, but the biggest curiosity that we fans wanted to see answered was about Zoro's father and mother, and it happened. We finally know a little more about them, but I noticed a small detail that may reveal something interesting. In the description of Arashi Roronoa, Zoro's father, we saw that he was killed in battle by pirates, and in the same description Oda made it clear that the name Arashi means storm. This is very interesting because if we were to analyze all of this, we would see that this goes back to the first clash between Zoro and Mihawk. Yes, my dear pirates, it is precisely in chapter 49 of the One Piece manga that we see Mihawk's attack on Don Krieg's crew, which consequently begins the clash against the Straw Hat Gang, more precisely against Zoro, and if we stop to pay attention, we see that the name of the chapter is called Storm, in Japanese, Arashi. That is, Oda probably already left everything interconnected. The chapter that opens the first fight between Zoro and Mihawk referred to the name of Zoro's father, and knowing how Oda likes to leave these small details in his work as if they were some kind of Easter egg, it's pretty safe to say that this was not a coincidence. And that maybe the fact that Zoro faces Mihawk is not just a work of chance. At the beginning of the video I mentioned that Zoro before joining Luffy was a pirate hunter, and now that could be the true explanation of his hatred for pirates. His father being killed by a pirate would make him want to get revenge, but the fact that he doesn't know that it was probably Mihawk who did it may want to tell us two things. The first is that Oda made Zoro's father the most powerful swordsman of his time, and so he didn't want to reveal it to hide Zoro's inspiration. And maybe that's why Mihawk killed him in a duel. Mihawk, just like Zoro, wants to be the greatest swordsman, but to be the greatest of all you have to beat the best. So Mihawk defeated Arashi, and as we know, a swordsman never accepts defeat. We usually see this in the fight between Zoro and Mihawk. Zoro preferred death rather than accepting that humiliation. The same may have happened to Zoro's father. He was defeated by Mihawk, and when he felt humiliated he chose death, and that's why Zoro's mother, as described by Oda, ended up sickening and dying soon after. I mean, it all makes a lot of sense. Even more thinking about how Oda likes to develop his characters and the world around them. It may just be a theory, but I believe that Mihawk being Zoro's last enemy now makes even more sense in the context of the work as a whole. Now Zoro would have an even more feasible purpose, and that's why he wanted to face Mihawk so much but never revealed the real reason. However, we have the second option, and in it Zoro only knows that his father was a good swordsman who perhaps developed the Santoria style but was still very weak and therefore died easily at the hands of any pirate. That's why Zoro grew so angry to the point of wanting to be the greatest swordsman in the world and perfecting the Santoria style. But about Zoro's three-sword style I would need a whole video to explain, so wait. But now I want to know your opinion about everything we commented here today. Do you also believe that Mihawk and Zoro are intertwined from the past? Was it Mihawk who took the life of Arashi Roronoa, who was the greatest swordsman in the world before Mihawk? But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet. my dear sailor. And of course, do not forget to press the like button, that helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel, so help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone, and until the next video.